Who else cares? I'm going to go ahead and put it in over here. Okie dokie. Guess I can do on a Facebook, I guess. Let everyone know everywhere. Alright, I'm looking at my notification. It's not doing anything. Well, well, here we go. Nope. Stupid thing. Well, it didn't. Try another way. Give me a text message. Okay, here it is. There we go. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put this.
"32-bit red. Something wrong?"
Yeah.
It's the viewer formerly known as Dag, by the way.
No, I'm just
32-bit red.
I'm just getting everything ready
Something
here.
wrong?
Oh, it's
the viewer
doubling up.
formerly known as...
Hold on. Doubling up voice. Let's get rid of that. Stop the chat, start it back up. There we go. No, I was trying to get on Facebook to let people know because I'm hoping I get to that CDX today, and the guy that I'm doing it for is on Facebook. So, and my Facebook for some reason completely logged out of my computer, so I had to go through and get all that stuff done. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go to the workbench there. I'm gonna start getting stuff ready. I just wanted to get all my goodies posted to let people know I'm on, so all 6 people can join. Let's go over to the workbench.
32-bit red. The shirt is appropriate.
I know, isn't it great? Oh my gosh, I got it. My camera got inverted again. I hate that crap. Hold on. Camera. Why does scale? Where is transformation? Transform. And we need to flip it. Vertic. Oh no! Hey, now I'm upside down. Wrong way. I'm on my head. All right. Now it reads right. Okay. Yeah, I know the reason why they do that is they try to make it look like a mirror for me, but I don't care. I can operate like that. All right.
32-bit red. To be this good takes ages.
That's right. Let's go over to the workbench and I'll show you some goodies I got. So I did pick up one of these guys. We'll see how this works. So that way I can use the Famicom, ever driving Famicom games on my Nintendo. There's no screws, so it's probably just pressed together. I wonder if they put a CIC chip in here. They would have to, because Famicom games don't have a CIC chip. Huh. Anywho, yeah, that. I also got some of this basically for that. It's basically to clean metal connectors. This stuff is expensive, but
32-bit red. So you can use a Famicom game on the NES?
Yeah, that's what
I
that's
hope
for.
It's a top loader. The Kicking Dom Wars.
Yeah, because that would be hard to get out of.
Managed to play 10 Call of Duty games yesterday and the day before.
10? Wow, not too bad. Yeah, it will work for the regular one too, but yeah. I also don't like that they didn't bevel the edges. So it's more pressure on the connectors on the top loader. Wonder, we might have to take that apart and make it better.
Dag.
But anyway, we'll see how that works. Yeah, I got this stuff. It's supposed to be really good to help repair metals with small connectors on it. And it also acts as a lubricant. So that way on connectors that's really tight, it should fit. But this stuff was expensive. This was $8 for this little tiny container. So I'm going to take it out and lose it instantly.
The Kicking Dom Wars.
No.
Mike Lowe.
Gonna put that in. We'll put that in a little drawer over here. And I can see it through the drawer, so I know where it is. Alright. Oh, I emptied my trash can out. That's so. I know you guys didn't know that it was full. So, and this one has my address and stuff, so I'm going to kind of like notch to the front, but these two guys are the screens for the Game Boy Advance I have over here, or the Game Boy SP. So I've got some parts for it. Oh no! I think I got all the X kit, or not XP, XL. Let's see. But yeah, here's the old screens. They were both broken. I kept them just in case. This is the screen for something else.
90. More controllers.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. We're gonna finish the controllers. I promise. I only got like 3 more. But yeah, this is for the Game Boy games.
32-bit red.
Over here.
Oh, my dad brought me that specialized screen and battery outlet this morning.
Oh
but
yeah?
I forgot to run by my house and grab anything to use with it.
Oh, come on. I keep knocking things over. I should find a better place to put stuff. Yeah, when I put this into that uh, janky console, it messed something up. So I don't know what I screwed up on that. I keep on moving over top of the touch center for my light. And this is an old SD to SNES cart, but something happened during the flash process that messed it up, and now it's lost its information. So I'd have to take off the flash chip and reflash it. But the guy won't send me the flash information, so it's just probably junk. This was one of those controllers that got really sticky, but it's a bad rubber. So I went ahead and tried using some of that some of this stuff, and it removed all the stickiness. But I gotta take it apart because it's rusted. That's another little project eventually, maybe. I don't know. I got all kinds of crap sitting around here to fix and do stuff too.
Red. Oh my science, I'm gonna be sick.
Don't be sick yet.
Messed up rubber.
Oh, I hate that stuff. I've got some more over here too that's like that. Let me grab. Yeah, here we go. And then a little goodie box from Console 5 again. The guy I fixed the Sega CD for wants me to recap his Mega Drive. So I got him that, and I got the a new power chip for it, and then a new power cord for the Sega Genesis one that was bad. So I got that, and then I got the screwdriver for the Nintendo. I love what they call it. They call it the Double D. So that's the Double D screwdriver to get in the Nintendo power supplies. So I'm gonna put that in here and instantly lose that too. All right, and then from 32 Red, I got the Lunar book for it. It's got a little water damage, but you know, just at the beginning of the book. I have to look and see how to fix paper. I know there's a way to do that. Get that rip fixed.
ONI Densetsu.
So.
Nice Double D.
Right?
90.
I like to show them all.
You gotta put the micro switches in the controllers.
I'm going to. They're right here. They're waiting. They be switching. And then the A500. I tested this using a capture card on my computer upstairs. I'm hooked up to the TV yet, but it seems to work great. Thanks again, Red. And I was able to get it to play Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast too. So I don't know what they put in here. It didn't play very well, but it played it. There we go. All right.
Wars. Hey, you got an Amiga, sort of.
Right? That's how I look at it. I'm like, there's my kind of Amiga. I can go with a kind of Amiga. Oh, I forgot to test to make sure. I also rebuilt my computer.
Edikirk 90. Do you ever collect the floppy disk drives too?
When I can get them.
32-bit red.
I've got.
As long as it works for you.
Yep.
Smiley face. The Kingdom Wars. An Amiga 500 isn't even on PAR with MS-DOS.
Oh God, you can some of the games that they've done on Amiga compared to DOS. The Amiga destroys the DOS game. Early DOS was horrible. Horrible. Put my magnet up there so I don't lose it again. Alright, so we got a few power blocks here. Go ahead and grab the Sega Genesis power block here, and we'll get that power cord in it. So this one's working again. I put everything back in it.
Edikirk 90. What about the printers like the one that Commodore 64 used? The Kingdom Wars. My point still stands that a Dreamcast game won't work with it.
Oh, it looks like it's so crappy, and choppy. It was not very well.
32-bit red. I have totally lost track of my days, and I only know it's Sunday because you're streaming.
Look, I'm a helper. Yay, helper. Alright, so I already put a new cap in this one. Take this board out, we'll put the wires on it. Come on. There we go. See, I ordered this from Console 5 because I was hoping that they would have that little block on here, but they don't.
What are we looking at?
This is the inside of a Sega Genesis Model 2 power supply. So I'm putting new wires on it because the wire on it was bad. So that's what we're doing now. Just real fast so I get this out of the way.
ONI Densetsu. Let's recap.
It's already recapped. I already put a new cap on this one. This was a
32-bit red.
So this should be centered.
I thought you were opening a Nintendo one.
No,
so I got confused.
Sorry, yeah, I got a Nintendo. I just got the driver for the Nintendo, so I didn't. If you remember, last time I opened a Nintendo and I broke my bit I used, so I figured I'd get the real screwdriver. That's all. And then made me remember I needed this one too. So this should be center positive. So center, where is our center line? It should be the white one. Yeah. All right. So that's going on the little positive mark here.
90. Do you ever use the McClassic thing for vintage consoles?
Like, you're talking about like using the classic, like minis and stuff, or what do you mean? The big classics. I have them there available, but yeah, I don't use them very often. I mean, I've got all the real stuff here. I don't need to. I don't really like to emulate if I don't need to, but I mean, I have all the minis. If you want to see all my minis, I can show you those later. But yeah, I've got all the minis too. Even the TurboGrafx mini. Come on. You know what? I forgot that I can't see. Where's my glasses? I think I put them on my desk. There it is. There we go. Hey! I can see clearly now.
Red. Don't really need that Turbo Mini anymore, methinks.
Oh, I know.
LOL.
Well, I don't need the Sega Genesis Mini either. I got or the PlayStation Mini.
90. The thing that upscales the image quality.
Oh no. Those look like crap. I have a FrameMeister, and I'm borrowing my brother's.
32-bit red. Well, no one needs a Genesis Mini. They have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
The Kicking Dom Wars. Can I see your Coleco Gemini?
I think I told you last time. I was confused. I thought what he was talking about was the Coleco controllers, but no, I don't have the actual Gemini, the one that plays the Atari games. Come on, there we go. All right, now we got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was confused on what you were talking about. For some reason, I was thinking that the Gemini was the controllers with the buttons. Like, I thought they called that the Gemini for some reason. With the big analog stick. Hold on, let me show you. Let me go grab it. That'll be easier. Where did I put it?
Etikurt 90. Do you think the company Atgami sucks at making classic sets?
I don't know where it is. Oh, Atgame is sucks at everything they do in life. They should just not exist ever. That's what I think about that games.
32-bit red. Haha.
So, let me go ahead and I've got to figure out what we're going to do. Since I don't have that little clip on here. Let me get the little rubber balls out. Now I have to desolder it again, or I'll just do what I did with the Nintendo one. Just cut one that fits around the cord. This one maybe? Is this too big?
32-bit red. I think Atgames made the Coleco Mini, with those terrible composite video cords.
Yeah, they did. I don't know if that one fits, but is it too skinny for the wire? Let's find out. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want the wire to pull on in the internals, we're gonna make a little knot. So this would go in here, then here. Yeah, we have room. Okay, we'll make a little knot right here in the wire.
Couldn't even put smoke on the thing. That's how incompetent they are.
Well, no, that involves getting licensing rights from Warner Brothers to use the Smurfs. And nobody wants to spend money on a Smurf license that's on a console that maybe 20 people care about. That's pretty much what their thought process would be. Like, we don't need to spend money on, like, a license game. Alright, we're just gonna...
32-bit red. It would have sold more.
It would have, but would they made the money back to pay the license? I don't think it would. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. Come on. There you go. Get this guy right
32-bit red. Who cares? They don't deserve to make money, lol.
No, I do agree with that. Alright, so we're going to kind of put this wire in like this. Come on, get in the hole. And we'll put the knot on the inside. We'll put the rubber grommet around the wire. Now I did buy the licensed, the one that was Sega licensed at game consoles, only because I tried to have all the licensed Sega consoles if I can get them. Alright, so that should hold that wire in there. Yeah, it's not moving now. Alright. Ahead and get this guy back together, and we'll see what kind of power we have. I need to grab one of my little tiny... I got little tiny extension cords, so that way I don't have to like keep unplugging and unplugging from my power strip. Alright. Ta-da! Power cord. Afro. Yeah, these are just ridiculous. I love them though. They're just little tiny extensions, just for power blocks. So I can plug my power block in and then plug that into the wall. It didn't blow up yet, so I know I got the cap in right. Unlike that one, he would not in right.
Oh, and I densetsu. Yeah.
Alright, so we should have power there and ground here. 13.9. Beautiful. Beautiful. And there's another perfectly good power cord with a new wire. I thought I ordered 2 of these wires, but I think maybe I only ordered one.
32-bit red. Doesn't plugging stuff up after repairs scare you a little? Or do you have some kind of electrical protection, like a breaker box that flips as the first millisecond of trouble?
I have it plugged into a power strip that has surge protection on it. So if there's a problem, it's going to pop the surge protected power strip. All right. Anywho's, let's get this going. Let's get these. I think these are our last two that we got to worry about. I want to get these done and out of the way so I can mark it off my list.
Edikirk 90. Do you ever do transistors?
I do, yeah. I haven't had to do anything on this channel, but I do have some in case I blow anything. I don't change them if they're not bad. All right, get this guy going with the last few of these guys. We only have 2 more boards left, so I want to get these done and out of the way, and then
32-bit red.
So this is
Did people end up buying up all those Super NES controllers with the blue boards?
I have let's see, 4 people, 4 of them sold already. I've got one that somebody gave me a controller to do, but I haven't got money from him yet. I was going to keep 2 for myself, so there's 7. I think Christopher wanted one, but he hasn't told me yet, so I don't know. I should have 1 or 2 that I've not sold. But for the ones I've sold, I made back the money I put into them, so I'm happy about that. That was my thing. I was like, I spent a lot of money on this stuff. I need to get it back. All right, so I think we determined pre-tinning the dots helped a lot. So we're gonna start by doing that. And
32-bit red. Yay. That's what I was wondering.
yeah.
Like, those things could not have been cheap.
No, they were. I'm trying to find where I don't have a ring around the color and the whole watch clean. Let's see, we can turn that one off. I need to have some light. All right, there's no glare for you. Yeah, they were. I spent $50 for the boards and $80 for all of the components to put on the boards, not counting the controller costs. And a replacement Super Nintendo controller is about $20. Now I could have just bought a bunch of the Famicom ones on eBay. I get you a lot of 12 for like $8, but I think I'm just happy we got it all done. These boards are nice and thick. I like what they've done, but I don't know if I'll use PCB way again. I think I've determined that if something advertises too much, it's not worth using. There's a catch.
32-bit red. Cheap materials equals bad in my opinion.
Yeah, these are nice. These are nice and thick. I think these boards are thicker than the originals. They're not the same thickness. Let's see. They look to be about the same thickness as the original. Yeah. Now we got some boards made from DigiKey at work, and they were cheaper boards, but I think that those were just more like prototype boards, so you could spend more to get the nicer boards on them.
32-bit red. What do you do for a living again?
I work on what's called a VFDs, which are variable frequency drives, and I'll recap their boards before we send them out, and then we test them to make sure they spin a motor. Let me see my phone. Grab my phone here. I'll show you a picture of a couple. So, see here. This is one that we sent out. So this takes 2 units. It's both of those devices together, and you have this one has DC going into it to power it, and then on the back side you have these 2 lines going to this big 300 horse motor to test to make sure it can run the motor okay.
32-bit red. That thing looks like it weighs over 1,000 pounds.
They're not light. Yeah, they're pretty heavy. Let's see here. Let's see, find the. Yeah, like, or here's like inside of them. I'll change out. This is the IGBT, and that's an SCR block. I've changed those out. This is a repair I had to do, so I had to change out all the caps around here for the power, the caps here, and now it's over here. This one was broken. These resistors are burned up. I had to change those out. And then there's the SCR
32-bit
and
red.
the
No wonder you
SCR and
know
the
how to
IGBT.
fix everything.
Yeah. Those things are monsters. That's why I do this, to relax. I brought my jacket downstairs thinking it would be chilly down here, but it wasn't at all. So I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. Go. Alright. Just heat it back up like this and push it down flat. Come on. Come on, little buddy. I don't know if that one went down. Nope, it didn't. Why is this one not wanting to melt? It's fine. Get more solder to it. I've been looking at the cameras, guys, so hopefully I'll get one of those cameras so you can zoom in and you can see this all nice and pretty and big. There we go. That got it. I know right now you can't see much. I apologize for that. There we go. Alright, now we're good on that one. Anybody doing anything this weekend or done anything exciting lately? Besides hang out in the hospital? That's not exciting. Don't do that. Stay up here. There we go. Did a little Easter egg hunt with the girls on yesterday. It was just here in the neighborhood. Oh my gosh. Me and this guy's not being friends. I think I bent my tweezers. Yeah, they're bent again.
32-bit red. I'm going to be in and out of here, mostly in 4 weeks, sadly.
Really? Is it something going on with your liver that you need to replace? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening, or did they find something else going on?
"32-bit red. My spleen is huge, so it's eating my blood platelets.
I thought the spleen made the blood platelets. Maybe I'm just going incorrect. Ow, you hit my squiggly squooch. Sorry, having Zim, Invader
32
Zim's
bit RAM.
flashbacks.
They said it was enlarged, so it makes my platelets low.
Ah, okay.
Edikirk 90. I got nothing better to do, reason I've been over here a ton of times. 32-bit red. At the most recent check, they were 14. Normal is 150.
So basically you can get sick really easy right now. Make sure these guys are good. So I'm going to take these apart again. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I got the Super Nintendo. These are my two boards I need. Those are my donor boards for this one. So that way we have all the ones we need out. For all the donor boards. I don't know if I got all the controllers. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm gonna get these two done, and then we're gonna tear apart that CDX and see what we can do to get it to read games better. I mean, it's reading games, but it's some games it's just not reading very well. And I don't know if it's because the games are scratched or what. And what's interesting is my other CDX read them the same way, so maybe it's fine. I don't want to mess it up. That's my biggest thing. I'm at least going to get in there and we're going to see what if the little tiny $30 oscilloscope I bought on Amazon works.
32-bit red. When the Famicom gets here, my dad is going to also cut some foam into a briefcase to move it around safely, which he's doing for the Genesis now.
Nice. I've got some of those cases like for rental stores, like the ones with the foam. I've got it for the 64, the Sega CD, the Saturn, and the PlayStation. I like those. I wish I would have bought more whenever they was being sold at the rental stores. But I got those because I bought the consoles that was in them. So it was like when they were selling off the consoles at the rental places.
Edikirk 90. Do you ever use the disk resurface machine? Try that and see if the games would work better.
Well, the thing is that the games work fine in my Model 2 Sega CD, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's just I'm expecting too much out of the CDX, but I would think that it would play this games the same way. And the games are scratched, so I mean, I kind of did that on purpose because I wanted to make sure it could play, you know, any of them. So that's what I'm thinking. I might be fine. We'll hook them up, and I'll show you what I mean here in a moment.
32-bit red. Oh, I think one of those rental cases was used with the Dreamcast too. I vaguely recall hearing about that.
Yeah, those things are not cheap anymore. Like the Sega CD one, I saw somebody trying to sell for $299. I'm like, oh, what a deal! It's not $300.
Edikirk 90. Ever try the laser cleaner thing?
Like the little CD cleaners, the ones that just spin on it. Yeah, I've not tried that. I could. I think I've got one. I think it's gonna be okay. I don't know. I'll grab about like 10 games and make sure they can play all the games that are in good shape, at least.
Edikirk 90. Yes, that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple of those. Um, I've got one for DVD players, but it should do the same thing for CDs. Because I think it has a CD section on it. I'll have to check. Alright, there's our last 4 for this guy. We'll get the micro switches all put on here, and then we'll go take a look. Because like I was saying,
32-bit red. You could try the Kyo Flying Squadron demo disc because it has the full game actually. Just locked behind a stage select code.
really,
Tongue sticking out.
I mean, I got the real game, so I don't need the demo disc. That's pretty funny. Oh, come on.
32-bit red. Well, then you're just sitting on a king's ransom anyway. Viral plume 8A. Cheap viewers on streambo.com, remove the space, adage locu CVF.
On local CVS's, oh my gosh, I'll go to my local CVS and get those streamers now. They're all just standing out in front of it, like, instead of a Home Depot, streamer views are standing in front of a CVS. Yo man, you need help watching your stream? I give you good codes. God, could you imagine what an AI bot would do on my channel? It wouldn't even know what to do. Like, this isn't Minecraft or Call of Duty or any of those other games. I don't know what to look at.
32-bit red. Good. That proves AI is not the threat people think it is.
Right? They can't even spell the word stop in a picture. I don't think we have to worry about AI. Alright.
"32-bit red. People get these ideas of like Terminator, but even if that could happen, I think we would all be dead and gone before that."
Right? Yeah, I don't think it's not like it's gonna be that big of a threat, and it's all obvious too. Like, most of the things written by AI, you can tell. It's when you read it, it's like, oh, this doesn't actually make sense. All right, one more, one day more. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men?
32-bit red. When AI can't even draw hands correctly in so-called artwork, then it can't build a sophisticated robot with an accent to oozy us to our dooms.
Yeah, some of the artwork is pretty, if you want to call it artwork. The AI generated image, we won't give it the word art. How about that? The AI generated image are not that good. And what's great is that, like inside of GIMP and inside of Photoshop, you can add a layer to your image, so it looks fine. Like human eyes can't see it, but when an AI tries to use that image to draw something with, it gets all gibberish and screws up the AI algorithm. So I'm like, yes, I hope everybody puts that on their anything they make. All the buttons are working. I need to check the last one. It's got a little bit of solder sticking up. There we go. Okay. We got everything done on that one. We'll go ahead and smell the nastiness and take off the chip from this guy. I'm going to turn on the fume extractor because it stinks. It's stinky. Ow! Splatter a little bit of solder on my hand. That is unpleasant. Okay. Ugh. How about some heat? I'm going to try to get this off without trying to add more solder to it. That's when it really stinks. Oh, no, still stinks.
32-bit red. That never happened to me when I changed batteries. Rather, I would just touch the gun like a moron because I'm blind in one eye.
Oh, I've touched them. I've burned myself many times. There you go. My hot air gun is burning a little hole in the back of the my board on my where it sits. Oh, I forgot the connector, didn't I? Ow! Why did I touch the board? It's hot. I don't think it's actually doing anything. There's a clog. There it goes. Oh yeah, that's better. So with the desoldering iron, you can almost hear it like when it's not bright. Whoop. Like a glove. Okay. Now that board can go up there. my daughter didn't want to watch anything else but Sesame Street songs. So now I just got Sesame Street songs stuck in my head. Mostly like the counting one and the letter of the day songs. It's good stuff. Alright. Where's my brush gone? Oh, where? Oh, there it is. That's good enough. Alright. Yeah, I already can tell this is going to go on so much easier than the last ship I had to deal with. There we go. Alright. One's on.
"32-bit red. A nurse just came in here asking if I was feeling okay. Like, what do you think, dude? Seriously. I told him I feel like dirt.
I feel like a million ducks. I'm going quackers in here. They want you to get out of the room. They need more room for other patients. Come on, Bridge. I need to be hanging out there. There we go.
"32-bit red. They can't just throw me out with this big thing in my arm giving me blood, unfortunately for them."
So are they giving you blood to help you get your platelets up?
"32-bit red. That's correct.
Alright. I think that gets what we need done. Look at my magnifier. With my magnifying. Those are all on.
32-bit red. Because of my enlarged spleen, it's going to take those aforementioned weeks though to get me back to normal levels.
Wow. So the question is like, how long until they can't do that? Like, the blood infusions, how long does it last? Once it gets you back up to the levels you need to be at. Well, I guess I can finish that one up and put the L and R buttons on it. I don't know why I just...
32-bit red. I haven't asked yet, but I should. Honestly, I don't even want to think about it.
these up with some solder, and then I'm going to go back to the other one and finish up with the L and R buttons. Alright, that way they're all ready to go. Get the L and R buttons on this guy so I don't lose them. I lost one. Oh, it's here. It's gotta be here. I just took it off and put it down over here. See, that's how it works. Hey, I don't want to lose this. I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. Move over my helping hands because they're a helper. Come on. Over there, you over there, you over here. There we go. Where is my little hand that fell off? What do we do with just one hand tied behind my back? There we go. Just need to hold this board underneath. Like, is that right? Is that the right direction? I need to go. Up like this. So yeah, once they held like here. Alright. Get this little wire in the hole like so. Get this little wire in the hole. Pull that one out.
32-bit red. Let's be real, my spleen is probably going to be taken out sooner than later. My sister had that done when she was 17, but it was because of a benign tumor.
Can you live okay without a spleen? I don't know what a spleen does. I know it does something with your blood. There we go. Oh. Get in there, alright.
32-bit red. You can, but you are more prone to colds and such, hence why they are against it with me and my liver problem.
That's true. Well, tell them just to put your liver, get you a new liver, and you'll be fine. Then they can get rid of that spleen. Done, fixed, easy problem. They used a pig's heart, why can't they use a pig's liver?
"32-bit red. It's not that simple. I'm on the list, but that list could reach the other side of the country if it was on actual paper.
And I bet it's a countrywide list too, it's not just lists there.
32-bit red. The hospital is well regarded for treating people like me though. It's VCU in Richmond.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'll get rid of this board. It's kind of in the way. I might have to take a little break here. My tummy's telling me I need to go to the restroom. But I'm telling it I want to finish this board first. And then we'll have a small break. Maybe. I may need a small break beforehand. Come on. Get on out. There we go. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Need 3 more. Alright. I'll be right back.
Dougly007. I can chat here. (32-bit red). Cell phone. Dougly007. Yep. (32-bit red). I don't know why, but I really want a taco, and I don't even like tacos. Dougly007. The spleen is commanding tacos. Dougly007. Don't anger it more. (32-bit red). Funny enough, the liver disease does make me very hungry. The doctor told me it causes loss and lack of energy, so I'll eat a lot more. Thing is, I also won't gain weight. I've been between 170 and 180 pounds for months, if not a year now. Dougly007. I've got 100 pounds on you. Dougly007. I've gained more since I lost my gallbladder. 32-bit red. It sounds like a superpower to eat as much as you want and not gain weight, doesn't it? But it's not. It sucks so much. "32-bit red. I just looked up what a gallbladder does, and I see why lacking it would cause gain. Sorry to hear."
Alright. I'm back. Let's do this. Let's get these guys together.
"32-bit red. And the camera still moves."
Yeah, I bumped it. There we go. I've got, it's what I get for buying like the cheapest arm to hold it in place I could find. I think it was shoot.
32-bit red.
It wasn't very much at
No,
all.
because before it would freeze.
Yeah, at least it doesn't freeze anymore. And that's because I found out that if I tell my OBS to turn off the camera that's not being used, it lasts longer. So it basically, because I don't leave the camera on all the time, even when I'm not using it, that's kind of helped. That being said, I did have to fight it for like 5 minutes today to try to get it to give me a picture at all. Hobbit. Oh my gosh. This guy. There we go. I haven't seen Tiki yet today. Did he come in earlier?
"32-bit red. I don't see anyone with that name."
Okay. Yeah, he may not be coming in today. But I'll get a couple games out and we'll get up the Sega CD Model 2 and the 32X or the CDX, and we'll see what games to play after I get done with this. Because I might just say it's good because I don't. If it's the same games playing, okay, let's try this. If there's games that won't play on that one but plays on my CDX, and I haven't recapped mine, then we'll definitely tune it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I mean, we could try. I don't know. I'm leery. I don't want to accidentally burn out the laser. And that you can do if you actually turn it up too much. I mean, I obviously know to be careful, so I think that kind of helps. I'm thinking it's people that just don't know what they're doing, just going in there willy-nilly, cranking knobs and seeing what happens. Alright, there we go.
32-bit red. I haven't seen a CDX in person in many years. The last one I saw was over 10 years ago now.
I think I've owned 4 of them in my life. My present one, I actually got from, if you ordered Jones, they're one of my subs, and I've been one of my friends for many, many years. And mine died, and they're like, "Well, I'm not playing mine. You can get this one from me." And I'm like, "Okay." So that was before I knew how to recap stuff, and before I was really felt
32-bit
confident.
red. I like my Genesis 32X combo with the flash card more anyway. Laughing face.
True.
"32-bit red.
There we go.
Also, no lasers to worry about."
That's true. That is so true. There we go. Some fresh solder under this one.
32-bit red. Oh crap, which one goes into the Famicom again? Genesis 1 or 2 brick?
Genesis 1. The Genesis 2 won't fit. Come on.
32-bit red. Oh good. No worries there then.
More here. Not doing it. I'm gonna add some solder. There we go, and whoop. There we go. Now it's down. Alright, those are good. 2 more left. Whew, my back is not liking me right now. Bending over this thing.
32-bit red.
It's one of those things, I'm glad I did this, but
Are
at the
these
same
meant
time,
to just be more durable controllers, or do they actually work better too?
they're more durable and they work better. You won't have to worry about them getting dirty for the connections. So you'll never have to like press harder or anything. They should stay the same unless like one of these pads break or something, but they're good for hundreds of thousands of presses. So you shouldn't have that problem. Alright. Guy.
32-bit red. It's not like Super NES controllers were that fragile in the first place,
Right?
so the idea of reinforcing them anyway is a great appeal to me.
You thinking you want one of these? I didn't think you had a Super Nintendo right now.
"32-bit red. Oh, no thank you. I do not have a Super NES.
That's what I thought. Well, if you ever want a Super Nintendo and one of these guys, let me know. I got a couple Super Nintendos I gotta fix up and recap and give a second life too. They're just, you know, lower on the list of stuff. I don't even add them to my sheet. Alright. Those are all done now. We go to this board. Get everything off it.
"32-bit red. Not in the market right now. I may think about it for my birthday next month though. That's a big may though, since I wanna focus on the Genesis and Famicom libraries."
Sounds good.
32-bit red. Oh, did you give your brother the Pokemon game that was in that box?
I did, and I got
I did
his.
put it in the box, didn't I?
Yeah.
Surprised face.
Yes, I got that. I gave that to him, and I've got your Dreamcast game. So, I've got that ready to be boxed up, and with the Famicom. I'll send those guys out soon, and then just let me know when you're ready to do the Genesis Model 3 fix. I was looking at mine. I gotta take mine apart. It's got some rust to it. It's getting rusty. I don't even know how it got rusty, but. There we go. Okay.
"32-bit red. Thank you. Smiley face. I'm thinking the Genesis 3 will be very soon after all these treatments. Maybe the second week of May if all goes well."
Sounds good. How long do they think they're going to keep you in there?
"32-bit red. Oh, at least 3 weeks.
Ew. You're going to stir crazy, my friend. That's a long time. I got sick of being in the hospital after 3 days.
"32-bit red. That's why my dad built that stuff for me."
Good. You should get to and beat some games, that's for sure. Ah, poopy butt. It's alright.
"32-bit red. Oh, I plan to at least clear Lunar 2 and Popful Mail in this time."
Powerful Mail is fun. They can get challenging towards the end, though. I think the Sega CD library is the one I've finished the most amount of games on.
"32-bit red. That's why I have the unworking designs hack."
Yeah. I didn't know they've made it for that too. I should get that version. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play through Powerful Mail again, but my Powerful Mail disc is finicky. I seriously doubt my Powerful Mail will even boot in the CDX. Alright, let's see here. I think. Alright, I think that's good.
32-bit red. Most people hate WD, but I love the writing they did, just not the difficulty increase on every single game they localized.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely added the difficulty. Like, why the heck on Lunar 2 did you have to use actual, like, a money to spin to save your game. You couldn't save if you didn't have it. Like that was dumb. Like use alcohol on that. Those chips. There we go. That looks nice. All right. Now these chips both were off broken controllers. So I'm hoping the controllers themselves were fine, and it was just bad. I hope the chips are fine. It was just something wrong with the controller. We'll find out here in a moment. Okay. Go. That's good. Alright. Now we'll get the buttons on.
"32-bit red. They did this collection for PS2 containing Lancer 2 and 3 and I lost my temper bad with the second game when I played it. I thought about emailing the company's head just to ask him what madness he was thinking with that."
I have that game. I have the Lancer 1 and 2 combo on the PlayStation. Is that the one you're talking about? I gotta find a better place for this light. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that one was like, come on, it should not be this hard.
"32-bit red. No, it's 2 and 3. 1 never came to the US, nor did 6. Just 2, 3, 4, and 5.
With the Lancer combo on the PlayStation 2, that's the one you're talking about, right?
"32-bit red. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was talking about too.
It has a watch inside it. Restream.io. Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah, the Lancer collection. I think I got Generations too, but I don't remember. Alright. I got that wire holding my solder down. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we can do this. There we go.
32-bit red. The company that actually developed those games actually made Warsong for the Genesis as well.
I thought so. And it ended up getting to be Atlas. Atlas published them, right? Or at least in Japan.
Copy stream but. Visit Dougly007's KO5 page at.
Hey, look at that. It didn't, it hasn't done it so often. I told it to do it every 90 minutes, because it was at every, like, 30 minutes. So that's cool. I need to do more on that page. I just set it up. I might put some, of my doubles and consoles for sale up on that one. That way the money is set up to help out with the stream. Oh, come on. Going in the hole. There we go. There we go. We are done. Stick a fork in me.
32-bit red. I need to slowly get up and go to the bathroom, so I will be back in a few minutes.
Alright, go right ahead. I'm going to just get the controllers that these are going to go to and then clean them up. And that way we can get this be done with the Super Nintendo controllers. And we'll go back to testing the ones that I have that was broken and see if we can fix those. Alright. Need to find another arm for that anyway. Put those off to the side. Alright, so controllers. Let's see what this one looks like. You are broken. You are, so we can't use this side. That's bad. How about this one? He's also broken. Oh, crap. I might still do what I was going to do in the first place. This might put him in here. Oh crap, the screws are still in it. There we go. So we just need to take off. Yeah, all these should be okay. I don't think they'll touch any. These might short things out, so we might want to get rid of those. Or put a piece of electrical tape over them. Find my electrical tape. There you are. We just dump them all out. That's fine too. That's fine. It's fine. Let's do that. And then we'll just kind of put the tape over top of the holes. I don't know. How would I do that? I don't think that's a good way of doing it. Alright, so we'll just try to tape down these. Yellow is B. Green is Y. That's Y. I go here. We'll use this to kind of prop them up. black ones are the other two. So we're going to blue. Come back here. Where is my last little black piece? There you are. I think I determined that these boards would fit, but they get in the way of things. Yeah, this would fall short. So to get rid of. Okay, so we can probably this. We cover up like short out things on the board instead. You know? And there. That should be. Yes. Alright. Cool. Alright. So let's get our buttons in. Yellow. Green. You know what? I should change this. We will do a little bit of fun with this button stuff. So we'll take concave buttons. I'm going to put them in here. There we go. And then we'll leave the other two like that. Alright, cool. That way it's marked and easy to tell which one has been changed. Directional pad. Alright, let's just see if this works. The board slightly, yeah, just slightly longer, isn't it? It doesn't line up perfectly. Well, we tried. Where is the board for this guy? I took out. It's back in here. There you are. Really wish we could find out what's going on with this guy. I think it's just maybe the corrosion? Is that corrosion? Or is that purposely blue? I think it's on purpose. Alright, let's see, just to find out. Maybe one of these little legs are loose. those are okay. Everything tests okay. Must be the chip, and I can't do anything about that. I mean, it works as a controller, so I guess I'll put it back together as a normal controller. The other, our rubbers go. There it is. The glasses I use to zoom in, they're like 2x zoom, which is fine when I'm close, but as soon as I get any further away than right against my face, I can't see what it is. It's all blurry. L and R buttons are generic. Where's the other one at? Oh, it's in the case still. Okay. R. Let's put this back together. Alright, so I'm not going to give this guy the deep clean I normally do. I'm just going to kind of wipe him off on the outside. I'm not going to take and clean every little thing on him. He's just going to be my controller anyway. Just one that I use. Alright, there we go. microfiber cloths. They grab everything. Alright, here we go. Cloth down. Get our 409 out. Get our brush ready. Where's my brush? The brush. Da brush. Da burst up, burst up, burst up, burst.
32 Big Red. I have returned from that trouble.
So, I was seeing if I could put the new boards inside of the ASCII wear pad, but it's ever so slightly longer. So, I'm just doing a quick clean on him. I'm not doing anything fancy, just to get him looking, somewhat more presentable. It's going to be my controller because this one is one that some of the turbo buttons don't work right on, but everything else is fine. So we'll just figure we'll get it looking somewhat nice, and then get him back into the drawer where he's going to live his days out on. He'll probably be used again.
32 Big Red. Specialized 3D print a longer shell?
That would be a shorter shell. We could 3D print a Super Nintendo shell, that's true. Just a whole new shell. Right? I think everything else is fairly good with this guy. I also I changed the L and R button.
I just don't know how durable 3D printed stuff is.
Depends on how you print it. So what I did here is I put the original SNES buttons in for the Y and X. That way I know this one has some problems, but it still works as a controller. Alright, so we'll go ahead and now do some shiny plastic goodies to it. Why not? We got this stuff to shine up the plastic. Let's make it shiny. There we go. Alright, there we go. He's clean and ready. We can mark one of the bad controllers off. I'm gonna just call him a good controller because it still works.
Big Red. Does that shiny spray you used on my 32X work for great things?
It works for anything that's plastic. It's made for it's aerospace protection. So it's for vinyl, rubber, plastic. Keeps vinyl, rubber, and plastic looking newer longer. It helps prevents fading and cracking. It repels dust and lint and staining. It also restores lost color and luster. That's why the controllers look a lot better after I put it on there. So I'm not live or die by it, but I like it so far. All right, I still need to find shells for these to go in. Let me look in my box of broken Super Nintendo stuff. I think I've used all of the official Super Nintendo controllers for parts.
32 Big Red. After seeing that stuff in action, I'd speak for it any day, and thrice on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't have any more broken Super Nintendo controllers. Well, I've got these, but I don't think the Super Pad. Come on. There we go. I don't think the Super Pad works that way. I think it's a different board, but we can see if we can fit the board in here. I don't think it'll fit though. This one, yeah, this one's like all messed up. I think this is the one that had like, yeah, the screws gone through it down to this side.
32-bit red. No. That
No.
board is too good for that shell.
Yeah, it is. This shell is dead anyway. Let's just break it here. There we go. Hawk smash. But yeah, that's the screw that. Look at these screws; they're completely rusted in place. Like, I just wanted to see what was inside. But yeah, this one's bad. I couldn't get this board out if I wanted to, could I? Look at that. That's all corroded. It's all rusted. I mean, the core, like the wires might be worth saving. If the cord's good. I don't know if I can desolder them from this side of the board, but I'll try it. No, I'll have to get to the other side.
32-bit red. Nothing good about it?
No, there's not.
As Gordon Ramsay would say, shut it down.
Yeah, look at the rusty screws. Like this one's completely stripped. I don't even know if the buttons or rubbers are even worth saving on these things. Look at all the rust. Alright. So I have to just kind of, there we go, pop it around that. Yeah, I'll take the cord off. I mean, it's kind of generic looking too, but it's wires. They can't screw up wires too much, can they? I mean, that's look at all the corrosion on that. That is
32-bit red. How about the plastic buttons?
What'd you say? Let's see, hold on. The buttons, I don't know. I don't think they're the. They might work. Let's see. They might be the same buttons that they use in the regular Super Nintendo. No, they're fatter. They don't fit in the. I mean, they can be used for something else maybe, but not for an official controller. The rubbers might be okay. Look at those. But look at all the corrosion. Can you see all that on the board? I don't know if you can or not. I might have too much light on it. Let me get it closer.
32-bit red. I'm going to throw up.
Yeah. This is going to be stinky. Ow, that's hot. Oh, it smells like piss. Oh, I think this was like peed on by an animal. Oh, that was a mistake to warm that up. Ooh, God. Let's just go ahead and put that right in the trash can. Everything's going into the trash can from that. Damn cats. I'm blaming the cat.
32-bit red. It's FooBart. Away with it.
Oh my gosh.
Use the emergency eject button.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, the stinkiness. So bad. Gotta turn away for a minute. I'm glad I got the fume extractor. Make sure the controllers, the wires are good. We'll test these real fast. I don't think there's anything in these connectors. Just making sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires. We have 1, 2, 3 there. Alright, hold on. We have yellow. Alright. We have orange. I think this one was white. No, red. This one's brown. It was. Yeah. So where's the white? I think this is supposed to be the white. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the wire's okay. I mean, not my top preference of wire to use, but it's at least not messed up. Probably if I get it wet it'll smell like piss too, but we're not going to do that. Alright. Boop. Alright, so there's that controller cable, put them in there. Do I have any Super Nintendo controllers already taken?
32-bit red. People should take better care of their stuff, or companies should build better controllers.
Oh, the company could do nothing about a cat peeing on a controller. Alright, yeah, all my other cables that I have out.
32-bit red. The fact that you know it was a cat greatly concerns me.
Yeah, I've been in houses that like with cat hoarders, and that pee smell is very, very unique. And when they're mad at you, they'll go and pee on something that they know you like, so that smells a lot like you. So if the kids played with their Super Nintendo controller a lot, and the cat was mad at them, they would go pee on that Super Nintendo controller. So, good stuff.
32-bit red. Devious little jerks.
They are. They would kill us all if they knew they would be able to get food somewhere else. Alright, so let's see the controllers I've got. Nintendo, third party Super Nintendo, or regular Nintendo. What else do we have in here? That's all the controllers. I have that shell I didn't use, so that's another Brad shell. I'm just trying to find boxes. And there's a new Nintendo controller cable. And then we have an NES board. And then here is my stack of donors. And then there's the aluminum tape. What do we have over here? We have, this was the donor that I used just the shelf for. This is a backup board. I don't have the board. We're going to put these all in a box together. That way I know where they're at, and we'll mark them. That way I get a little bit more organized. Another Nintendo controller. That's third party Super Nintendo and Nintendo. Alright. So we'll put the Nintendo stuff in this box. Okay, there we go. And then my marker to write on it is my next thing to find. I think it might be on my desk over here. Let me know when you get back home so I can take apart this Game Gear so you can get that piece of dust out. Because I mean, you probably want to follow along with it, so if you have any questions to take it apart, you can. My marker, okay, this is I think this is where I put some Super Nintendo stuff already. Yeah. But I don't think I have an official...
Big red. Will do.
This is just more shells for crap. It doesn't matter. And, oh, but we do have we have this broken one. Should try to maybe cut open and fix an official controller cable. I don't know. I don't think I need to keep the broken shells. See, this is what this board is supposed to look like. I mean, this one doesn't work, but it looks a lot better than that one that's covered in pee. Alright. I'll put the shells in here too. I don't like to throw away stuff that doesn't need to be thrown away. Like, yeah, that shell looks nasty, but it works. NES stuff there, and then Super Nintendo stuff here. And then the broken shells here. Alright, so that, I think I can fit all those in there. Maybe there's a way to fix that. Oh, where's that one controller? There it is. This is a good controller, I just need parts for it. So, maybe we'll buy some broken controllers offline and put the good boards on them. Alright, so those are there. Now let me go see if I can find my other Super Nintendo controllers and decide which one's going to get the VIP treatment. Found more broken controllers. Maybe. Okay. Let's put this stuff over here. I did find another Super Nintendo wire. Okay. Let's just finish up these controllers. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11? Oh, it would be fine. Alright, so we've got these two. We'll just use these, I guess. We'll clean them up. Put these boards in it. I think these were fine. They just need some cleaning done to them. fine. And in case the donor boards that I used here that was bad before still have problems, we now have another chip we can use. Cool beans. And then take these out. And let's get to cleaning. It's a little dirty. So it's not as bad as his last one, but still.
32-bit red. Man, I could barely solder batteries into place when I did them. I can't imagine doing a chip.
Yeah. You got lots of practice. Alright. A little nastiness here. This is when I cleaned some before, but I didn't do a really deep clean to it, so I just kind of finished up cleaning.
Retro Goopy. I'm back, baby.
Hey! How's it going? So, I let Red know that I've got his stuff in that from you already, and it's in the box ready to go. And did you want some of these Super Nintendo controllers? I forgot. I've got basically, after I keep 2, I have 3 left.
Retro Goopy. I could use one. I only have one.
Okay. That'll work. I'll put one aside for you. I was planning on anyway, but I didn't know for sure. I couldn't remember. So this guy is looking better.
Retro Goopy. Those buttons look tasty.
Yeah, they do.
32-bit red. Goopy, is your name based on a Disney meme by any chance?
I think it was from SpongeBob being goobers, if I remember correctly. Alright. That one looks better. Oh, look at that. That's already looking better. Now we get the special spray and we'll shine it up some.
32-bit red. Oh, that's also an Undertale error handler message. If the game goes wrong at a certain shop, the shopkeep will say I'm a goopy goober, yet this error message with no punctuation. Retro Goopy. At 32-bit it is not haha. I don't know if it's from SpongeBob, just thought the word was funny.
And that's all that matters. Alright, there we go. That's shiny now. Put that off to the side and work on some silly buttons. Get those nasty things cleaned up. There we go. And I think I still have some shininess over here. I can just kind of rub on it. Shine them up even more. There we go. Shiny button. Or would you like some random blue and green buttons on yours? For the Y and the X to make it unique? This can be your controller, Chris. Alright.
Retro Goopy. He'll take the random colors.
Alright.
Retro Goopy. Sweetie.
I think I have a full set if you just want colors. I think I just need a yellow and a red. Or we have two purples and then a red and a blue and a green. So what I did there is I had my ASCII pad and I marked it because the turbos don't have. So I marked it by using the purple buttons on top and taking off the color ones. So those two now are the Super Nintendo and those are the Famicom colors. So you'd have the opposite of that. I'll get it cleaned up and we'll take a look at it and see how it looks overall.
Retro Goopy. That will be nice. All the dark colors.
Yeah. That is clean with the start and stop button. I need to shine these up. They are shown. There we go. Maybe someday I can have my place set up so when you look in the background of my picture is this a nice square with all these nice clean consoles, not just random junk sitting on a shelf.
"32-bit red. And the random junk is part of the charm."
Okay. I'll take it. I don't need to be all sophisticated. I don't know. Somebody might like to see Tiger handhelds in the background. And maybe that was their thing. They like to play those janky handhelds with the LCD screens that have 4 pictures that switch between them. They're not fancy, but they're still a game.
Retro Goopy. It may look like junk, but it's organized junk.
That's true. I have a weird organization, but it's there. Alright. I think it was this corner. Yep, this corner. I didn't get all the dirt off the corner pieces here still. Why is that not wanting to come off? Let me see here. Q-tip. Try some alcohol on a Q-tip. Yeah, you missed it. I opened up that one of those controllers that was like the screws were all rusted out, and when I took off the wire of it, it just smelled like cat pee. I was not pleased. All right, that's that.
Retro Goopy. EO.
Does your cat ever pee on stuff when it's mad at you?
Retro Goopy. It doesn't LOL, it just gives judgmental looks.
It's like, you know what you did. Like, I didn't do it. That's like, whatever. Yeah, you did. Oh, look at that. That looks like a new controller. Minus the little dings on it here and there. But we'll still get some of that off, too. That's good and clean. There we go. Alright, I think need to worry about this little bit here. Magic erased it.
"32-bit red. Doug Lee, my father is beside me watching you do this and he's wondering how long you've been doing this manner of work."
So, I've been like detailing, fixing stuff, like old consoles since 2001 or so, and then obviously I've always done it to my own collection when I had time to. Doing a lot of the cleaning detail and stuff like that, like this, probably about 6 or 7 years. But I've always repaired my own stuff. Alright. There we go. Look at that. Now it's nice. That's besides this mark right here. But I mean, you don't feel that when you're playing. So don't look at that, Chris. That's none of your problem. Don't worry about that one. Okay. Let's get this controller together now. We'll do the blue.
32-bit red. He also says he hears you and hears a 25-year-old. Laughing face.
I wish. I turned 45 last year, so I'm 45 until October. Boop. Hold on. I think I just put a dirty one in. did. Go away. There we go. Alright, and now the nice new board. If you haven't seen what I've done here, I put all these new buttons on here. So they're now clicky. And they feel so nice. I think you've seen me make these controllers, haven't you, Goob? Oh yeah, there we go.
Retro Goopy. Oh, a new board. Very nice.
Brand new. And I put all those nice clicky buttons on it. It's going to be lovely. Lovely jubbly. As the British like to say, apparently. And most of the repair videos I watch to relax are British guys. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. And our cord. We don't need a random piece of tape. Move this over here, and was this the cord I wanted to use? Or is this the cord that had a hole in it? Which, I got my cords mixed up. Oh, this is the bad cord. You go over there. Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. Your family disowns you. Sent you on your way. Alright, there we go. Now it's good. Alright.
32-bit red. A few of the YouTubers I watch are from the UK actually. One of them does lists of terrible Kickstarter projects.
Is that, the, Junior, something, Bounty Junior? Gonna take you for a ride. He uses that,
32-bit red. Slopes Game Room.
Yeah, Slopes Game Room. Yeah. Did you watch that 2-hour long one he did about the Super Sega? Like, when I enjoyed that video. That was a good one.
32-bit red. Not yet.
Yeah, that one was good. He did a good job on that one. Did I already put a screw in this one? I did. There we go. Alright. Let's go test it to make sure I don't do anything else. Yeah. Feel those buttons. Those are beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so I don't know. I messed up my streaming capture stuff. Let me make sure that's working. Playtest. It should be nothing at all, apparently. Hold on. Right now, it should be showing the Neo Geo Pocket or Neo Geo X. Come on. Get in there.
$32-bit red. He's gone. 32-bit red. He's gone.
Oh no! I've already ran him off. Sorry. I knew.
32-bit red. He's dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the HDMI. I unhooked my computer and rebuilt it because it was having trouble. So I thought I plugged it up right, but I got a 50-50 shot um, on the capture card.
Retro Goofy. At 32 Bitrid, I picked up Pokemon Scarlet yesterday from Doug Lee. Thanks again for the trade. Smiley face.
Alright, let me just go here.
32-bit red. You are most welcome.
Turn this on. There we go, that's blue. So now we should have a blue screen when I have it on here right, I think. Yeah, I forgot when I unhooked my computer that it can be causing trouble. Alright. Try it again. Oh, you poopy butt.